It is my honor to be here today and testify as to why it's important for the Board of Trustees and management in the City University of New York about the need for greater investment in the university's student conduct apparatus and adjacent processes. At Medgar College, I currently serve as its conduct officer, academic integrity officer, and co-chair of its equivalent to a behavioral intervention team. I've held multiple roles in the college over the years. As the athletic director, I helped the college win a championship in men's basketball in 2011. I served as the director of communications for a year. I was able to craft stories about our valedictorian and other students who were going to accomplish great things. The students I worked with in these roles quite often represent a much different segment of our university than the ones I currently work with as the college's director of community standards. Many of the students I work with may never be featured on the new campaign, A Degree for Every Dream, but they too demand your love and support. Academia has been addressing matters related to student conduct as far back as 1822, when a group of University of Virginia students rioted on the quad of the university. In response to this incident, Thomas Jefferson wrote, "The article of discipline is the most difficult in American education. Premature ideas of independence, too little repressed by parents, beget a spirit of insubordination, which is the greatest obstacle to science with, and a principal cause of its decay since the Revolution. I look to it with dismay on our institution, and as a breaker ahead of which I'm far from being confident we shall be able to weather. Mercifully, we as an industry were able to weather the episodes Jefferson weighed. However, the events following the pandemic have left us with new obstacles to science with. According to the Center on Reinventing Public Education, a research organization at Arizona University, 16 million students missed more than 10% of schooling days during the 2021 to 2022 school year, twice as many in previous years. The CRPE continued in its State of American Student Report in September 22 that more than 8 in 10 public school students reported stunted behavior and social emotional development in students because of the pandemic reaches no. Going forward, a focus on student-centered policies and programs that improve access, completion, and equity in educational systems must be critical. And it will be, for many of the problems created in the pandemic, it also provided an opportunity to innovate and invest in approaches that are known to work. In October 2022, during a day-long convention entitled Beyond Recovery, Seizing Opportunities to Transform Education in a Post-COVID Era, the U.S. Secretary of Education, Miguel Cardona, shared, "One of my greatest fears is that we go back to how education was in 2020, specifically a system that did not work for too many students who look like me. Returning to the same system would be failing our students." He wanted to know those students were vulnerable, were hit the hardest. When challenged to name the changes he considered the most critical, Cardona shared mental health and support to say this has to be pervasive. And it's with this ethos I encourage you to view our work and imbue such practice in our code of conduct. We must strive to do more than we did to return to the way things used to be after the setbacks caused by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you. Your time is up.